Taylor Swift makes tattoo history. Blake and Carson Daly battle out on stage, and Kelly and Gwen have a epic still. Let's talk about it.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are here talking about The Voice, Season 17, Episode 11 and 12. I have so much to talk about today, myself and my beautiful host. Let's talk about Shiksha, Mahtani, the Bali girl herself.
Woo! So excited to talk about The Voice.
Yes, but listen, guys, we have so much today. We, of course, talked about all these different teasers that's going on. This show has been absolutely amazing. We're back with Episode 11 and Episode 12. We have news and, of course, our special segment, like always, Where Are They Now? But first of all, let's talk about Episode 11. I mean, I know what I feel, but I want to know, girl. Bali girl, what do you think? Tell me.
It was good. I loved seeing Taylor as a mentor, and there was some cattiness amongst the judges. It was definitely really fun to watch.
I think so too. I think, once we get towards once we get out of the blind auditions, I think that these are the amazing episodes that we see, because now we get a chance to actually see who is a good artist, who's a good contestant. We can actually see the range. We can also see the judges and what they actually have on their team. So this is actually one of my favorite. Between episode 11 and 12, I don't know. I would probably have to say episode 12 was probably my favorite. I love episode 11, but of course I kind of like when we get to like the knockout runs, which was interesting. Which was interesting again. I absolutely love episode 11, but of course we're going to talk about episode 12. But episode 11 was great. It was kind of interesting because they did kind of split it between the two. They were still trying to go through the rounds of getting the team set so that they can get into the knockout rounds, and right in the middle we get the knockout round. So I actually loved it. But let's go into talk about the very, very first performance of the night. We had Team Gwen, and we know that she has will.i.am on her team, and we had Caroline and Jake. We had them sing Just Like a Pill by Pink. I thought that this was very, very interesting. Of course, Pink is one of my favorite artists. I think that she did a great job. The coaching session is always interesting to me. I did write down some notes because I also like before they actually get out there to perform, we kind of get a feel of their personality, which I feel, I don't know about you, it kind of makes you choose who you kind of want to side with a little bit. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, well, this battle was not one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. Gwen said in the little session beforehand where they were training that Jake was almost pushing it. He was forcing it a little bit. And when I was watching the performance, I felt that. I could see that it was almost like he was pushing it and forcing it. And so, while he was good, he had a really great raspy texture to his voice. But I don't know. He didn't convince me. Caroline was really good, but not. I think she has potential and she can get there, but she's not there yet.
So wait. So we have two people who perform, and you don't choose either one. Like they're not really.
And Gwen lost her girl because she chose Jake.
Right.
And this whole time she's been all about, I need a little girl that I can mentor and stuff. And so she lost her girl. I couldn't choose.
I mean, first of all, for me, hands down, Jake was my favorite, which of course she did choose Jake.
Okay.
There were some things that I saw that was said about Jake in the coaching session. Gwen said that he has a lot of character in his voice. She said that Caroline was very comfortable with her with her emotions, and she thought that she did a great job. I like the fact how Will kind of pinpointed Jake, because he said that he would buy Jake's album. He said, listen, if The Voice is not what's for you, listen, we're going to get an album out of you. And whenever will.i.am co-signs something, I don't know about you, I think it's pretty much a match. So again, I absolutely loved Jake. I like the fact that he had a very, very deep, raspy voice. He does draw us in. I put that he had so much passion and he had incredible runs. I mean, first of all, Pink is a very soulful alternative artist, and to see Jake take that song and really, really make it his own, I think he did a great job. Caroline did a great job too. I love the fact how she started off. I put in my notes that it was like a sweet whisper. She gave us so much power. So I think that they both did a great job. But again, I would have to lean a little bit towards Jake, just because Jake has that. not only does he have a great voice, but he also does have a way of being able to connect with the audience. And I think that that's one thing that we always see. Jake kills it. Like, he has so much charisma. He has so much talent. And he shows us every time he gets on stage that, you know what, he's going to win and he's going to kill it. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, well, and like I said, I already shared my thoughts. But while I do love Pink, I didn't think this was the best song choice for them. It didn't really showcase their skills as well as it could have. So maybe that's what was wrong with it for me.
No, I feel you. I mean, everybody has, their own opinion. But again, I kind of feel like Jake won, but
Okay.
So the next thing that we had was Team Legend, which is my favorite. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, Team Legend's
right there with
win.
you. Legend's gonna win.
I'm trying to warn you guys. So we had Preston and Mendalina, who were performing. Both were 4-chair turn contestants, which is absolutely amazing. But I don't know. I kind of felt like John was setting himself up, because how do you put 2 4-chair turn contestants together? It's like, who's going to win? Like, are you trying to like push yourself to the point of getting the best person by putting 2 good people I mean, I don't know. That's kind of like a weird strategy to me, but I don't know. What do you think?
Oh my God, this was my favorite performance.
Yeah, it was dope.
I was just in love the whole time. You know how like a voice can make you just fall in love in that moment?
Absolutely.
Both of their voices did that to me. It was amazing. I would go download this version of them singing it right now. It was a great song choice. They were different, but also the same. So they worked well together.
Right.
I love them both so much. And the fact that Preston got chosen by John.
Right.
But Mendeleev didn't get stolen.
Oh my God.
What?
Listen,
Why?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you what I think, right? I think Preston has one of those Michael Bublé kind of rich, broad.
He does, yeah.
He has a very soulful old voice to me, right? It's like, actually, Blake said it after he performed. Blake said that, well, he actually said that John always gets the good ones, but he says that he has a lot of age in his voice. But I don't know. I think Preston did a great job. But for me personally, I kind of went towards Mendeleev. Mendeleev has been through so much, and he talked about, the influence that his mother had with him and being able to choose the song. And I just love the way that he sang the song. However, I think that the reason why John possibly went with Preston is because, again, when we're looking at a judge's perspective, it's not just about them, having a great voice or having a great performance. They're looking to see who's actually coachable. And because Preston is only 15, like he's very young, he's very impressionable. I think that John probably felt like he can do a little bit more with him. Where Mendeleev, like, first of all, he's solid, like he's straight. It's like, how much more can he be pushed if he's already great,
Okay, but he was also, they were both 4-chair turns.
They were.
Why did John put them against each other?
And
the fact that Mendeleev did not get stolen, that shocked me. He was so good. He has that hippie vibe. His voice is so pure. He has great control. I could go on. I love them both so much, and was sad to see one of them go. So.
I know. I mean, it was, but their harmony was fire. Oh my God. The way that they connected with each other. Like, to me, I feel like that's like one of the hardest things whenever we're getting through these battles is how are both of the contestants going to be able to connect with each other? I feel like every time, everybody has a different way of connecting, but these two, they were absolute fire. Their harmony was together. The cadence of the song was absolutely amazing. So I have to say, hands down, these guys did an amazing job, and this personally was, one of my favorites. Now, there was a little bit of an interesting moment for episode 11.
Yes.
We had 2 short performances, which
I don't like when they do this.
I don't like because we don't really get an opportunity to be able to. I mean, even though we're not really the judges, I mean, we are at some point.
But we will be.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We will be
because we're gonna have to vote them in. But
exactly.
Again, I mean, so we had the first short performance, which was Team Blake in the house. We had Ricky and Jordan. We only got like 2 seconds to see Ricky. Like, what did you think about him?
So they only show the winner when they do these like half segments. They only show the winner singing, so you don't get to see the other person singing, which is just not fair. They did it twice this episode, and you're just not as invested in that person.
Right.
So when we have to be the ones to vote, they're at a disadvantage. And I just don't think it's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really fair either. But again, I feel like when it comes to editing, we have to find a unique way of trying to cut out whatever we don't need, clearly here. But I mean, again,
they could have cut things out of other things. They didn't have to they gave all the time to these people and no time to these people. They should have evened it out.
But at the end of the day, I guess it's really about winning. So, I mean, Ricky won, which Ricky was one of our favorites.
See, now I need to be reminded. I want to see his performance, and I didn't get that. So,
but we're going to see Ricky in the knockouts, okay? We know that Ricky's going to give us a power-packed performance. But let's talk about Team Gwen. She had Calvin and Brennan, and they sung the song Yellow, which was absolutely amazing. Now Calvin was one of the young men that said that he felt like singing was his calling, and he was battling up against Brennan. And when I heard him, jeez, like he gave me. Listen, I do feel like he's called to sing personally. Calvin he gave it, and of course he wins. So now he's on Team Gwen.
But see, you're doing that all off of memory because again, they didn't really show us this performance. They only showed us Calvin singing, and that too for like 2 seconds. So that's all your memory. But
it is my memory. But I did kind of listen a little bit, to Calvin, and I thought he did a great job. So.
Well, yeah. No, yeah. I'm upset that I didn't
but
see the whole performance. That's all.
I feel you.
Yeah. But it was good. I'm glad that Kelvin won.
Thank you for pushing it through, Voice. We even though we didn't see it, we thank you for allowing us to see a little bit. But
yes, actually, speaking of that, I just want to take a second to thank you guys for watching us here at AfterBuzz TV, otherwise known as the ESPN of TV Talk. We love sitting here every week and talking to you guys about the shows that we love. Not only The Voice, but we have so many after shows here for you. Just go on the website and check them out. You can actually chat with us live right now on YouTube. I'm on here right now, ready to chat with y'all. Make sure to subscribe and comment, because you know you wanna. And make sure to give us 5 stars on iTunes if you're listening there. Just once again, thank you so much for supporting us here at AfterBuzz.
Yes, we love you guys. But let's talk about Team Kelly.
All right.
Okay, so I think this is also one of my other favorite performances.
Yes, it was so good.
Lauren and Hello Sunday, which includes Mila and Chelsea, singing the song Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. Listen, that song by itself is so passionate and so fiery. I mean, I just knew that when I saw all these 3 girls singing this song, I knew that we were going to get an amazing performance, and I feel like that's exactly what we got. What do you think?
Yeah, it was... Lauren held her own.
Jeez.
I am now in love with her. She's amazing, with her voice. It was... Her start was just so gorgeous. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. It just seemed so natural for her.
Right.
Hello Sunday. Hello Sunday. They're so cute.
They are.
And I love what John said, that if he has a 3-year-old daughter, and they would be the kind of people he'd want his daughter to watch growing up.
Right.
I thought that was really cute.
That was so sweet.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And they're good. They're really good.
They are.
And they're 13. 14 years old. It's insane. So yeah, while they were really good, I love Lauren. Her voice really took me away.
I mean, piggybacking on what you said, Lauren did an absolutely amazing job. I mean, how hard is it to sing powerfully against 2 beautiful young ladies? I mean, that is tough. And not only did she sing very great, they also all connected very, very well.
Yeah.
Lauren is a powerhouse. This is what I put it. Like, she's a powerhouse, and that's something that everybody said. Whenever the judges finally got a chance to be able to talk to them about their performances, they all agreed that Lauren was definitely a powerhouse, and I definitely agree with that. Now, the young ladies, Hello Sunday, oh my God, their voices are absolutely amazing. They are very, very young girls. I feel like one has a raspy voice and the other one has a full voice, but together, I love how they just took that song and really, really like move the cadence of it. I mean, you heard so much power in their performance and the way that they connected. I mean, the runs, it was just absolutely amazing. However, again, if I had to choose who would win this round, of course it would be Lauren, because I felt like, not to mention, Lauren is coming with everything she has, because this is her chance of finally being able to get on The Voice, because she's had so many different auditions and she didn't make it, but now she's made it, so
surprising.
She's proving it is, because it's like you. And honestly, this particular performance did away for me because her first performance, to me, it just wasn't that grand. But that's
I guess what I mean by falling in love with her now, because her voice just really stood out this time around.
Absolutely.
And Kelly really struggled with choosing. She was really struggling.
Yes,
but
she did.
She chose Hello Sunday.
Right.
And I can kind of see where she's coming from because she's trying to round out her team. But Lauren and her voice. So when Lauren almost went away, I was so sad.
I knew it. I was like, somebody just steal her.
And then
Bring
Blake
her back
did
home.
it.
Yes.
I was so excited.
Yes. Blake steals Lauren.
He got a win, honestly. He got a win with Lauren.
Ooh,
so
I don't know. I mean, team Kelly and team, I don't know. I love Team Legend, like, hands down. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little biased because I really like John Legend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think he's an all-around amazing person. But I would have to say that I feel like across the board, every judge has all amazing people. So I feel like it's going to be like after these knockout rounds. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for them to really choose or even predict who's really going to win. But it is what it is. But right now, this is around the point that we actually transitioned into the knockout rounds, and we started off with Team Blake. We had Callie and Marina. Listen, I think this is another one of my favorite performances. Oh my God, Marina. I mean, oh my God. This girl, whew, I mean, we all knew that Marina could sing, right? But for her, like, I feel like she took the song and she made it her own. And she held out her notes and she pushed and she pulled and she really made you feel exactly what she was saying. And she talked about a little bit how she chose the song because of her father. And her, she grew up around her father who was also a singer. And of course, he's not singing now, and how she said that she feels like her father lives through her through music. So she wanted to make her father proud. But I have to say, she definitely made him proud tonight.
Yeah, so Marina has a gorgeous voice. There's no debating that.
Right,
I mean,
for sure.
And strong, great control.
Yeah.
I mean, and nobody can argue with that. But I didn't feel the song.
Marina?
In regards to
God.
connecting to it emotionally, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, she was up there and belting it out and sounding amazing, but I didn't connect with her.
That's interesting. I mean, because I feel like Taylor had gave her some notes about assigning different emotions to the song because she felt like Marina was a great singer, but she said that she felt like she wasn't connecting, and she told her specifically to move around and grab her chest and do like different motions to make people connect with her. And I felt like she did an amazing job of taking Taylor's notes and making it her own.
I don't. No. And again, she's a great singer. But the emotions matter, and I didn't connect to it. And maybe that's just something that she needs to keep working at, and she'll get better at it. But when Callie started singing, she was so...
Man.
It's okay. So with Callie, though, she was so grounded.
Yes.
She had great tone. She had such a great tone. I loved her, and I really connected to her and the emotions and the song. So that's why she won me over. It was Callie for me.
Callie talked a little bit about why she chose the song, which she sung the song "Wicked Games" by Charles Isaac. She talked about her coming out and how it was a very emotional time for her, and it was very hard for her to be able to connect because she had a hard time just really not knowing how people were going to accept her. So this is a song that she chose. And I remember when Blake told her it was more internal for her, the song, but she took the opportunity. And again, I put in my notes that strong doesn't always mean powerful.
Yeah.
And I think that, because it's like, how can you go after somebody like Marina? Like, I feel like that's hard, but I feel like Callie, she took her time, she paced herself, she was very confident, and she really focused on why she sung the song, and I feel like that's what made her, go over the top. Now, let's talk about Marina. I mean, oh my God, like, she definitely, wait, did Marina get a steal?
No.
No, she didn't get a steal.
No steal.
No, it wasn't her. She did not get a steal.
Yeah, no steal.
Nope.
Which is sad because she had such a strong voice.
She did have a strong voice.
I mean, Callie, they kept talking about how much she was growing as a performer. So.
And that's the thing. one thing that Blake said is that the reason why he chose Callie is because what Marina did was what we expected. What Callie did was what we did not expect.
Totally.
Which we talked about a little bit in the teasers. Carson and Blake battled out. Now, the interesting thing is that I don't even know how it really started, but I know that Blake made a comment to Carson. He was like, well, first of all, I've never seen your name on my paycheck. And then I could see Carson Daly's like response, like, oh my God, did he just really say that to me?
Yeah.
And so Carson battles back and like actually says something to him, and he says, oh, Blake, you're a weirdo. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I know. Where did that come from?
Listen, I don't know, but all I know is it seems like we have some fire going on between Carson Daly and Blake.
Well, they've both been there, I think, from the beginning.
Right.
So they've been working together a long time, but I guess they just don't get along as well as we thought.
Listen, I didn't know. I really thought it was really about to go down on stage.
Yeah, I was surprised they aired that part of it, you know?
I got really, really, really nervous. So, yeah. So the next person that we actually have is Kelly. We have Team Kelly right now, who had Jake and Melinda. Now, they had the coach. Oh, yes. So Taylor definitely coached them. And one thing she said about Jake is that Jake had an amazing voice. And she also talked about Melinda. I mean, dang, Melinda singing Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. Like, how hard is that? Like, I love both of their performances. For me personally, I feel like Melina kind of did a better job, but...
Really? Not me.
Well, the fact of the story behind, her song, the Mariah Carey, Always Be My Baby, she talked about her brother who was sick in the hospital. He was trying to get a heart transplant, which was very, very emotional for her, and it was also emotional for Taylor Swift, which we talked about the tattoos. Now, how cool is that? Her brother had every album that Taylor Swift ever had.
That was a cool story.
That's absolutely cool. But again, I felt like Melinda was maybe struggling a little bit because of the situation with her brother, but I felt like, she pushed through it. And I don't know, maybe I wanted her to win because of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she got saved last week just so she could meet Taylor Swift.
Right.
Because of all the people that met her, she was the one who really deserved to meet Taylor Swift.
She did. What do you think about Jake?
Well, okay, so Jake was actually my favorite in this pair. He had such a great start.
He did.
He just, and his twang was so country.
Oh my God,
I loved
so great.
it. Yeah, he just had really great twang. Yeah, he did, and he had a really good storytelling. I don't know, he's great at the storytelling, and I bought it, and I wanted to know more. And with Melinda, it was pitchy in places. I didn't love it. And I loved her, but I didn't love it. Maybe it wasn't a good song.
She pulled through because there was a point where her voice definitely broke, and I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, her voice definitely broke a little bit, but I felt like she picked herself up because singing a Mariah Carey song is absolutely hard. So, but why
did she choose that?
I know. Well, again, she said that she chose it because it was a song that her and her brother used to always sing.
I know, but it wasn't a smart choice for her.
It was.
No, it didn't showcase her voice the way it should have.
It didn't. But John,
So Jake really took it away from me in this pair. Yeah,
he did.
And there's no steal, and it's fine. She gets to go home and stay with her brother and take care of him. So
she did, which I also like how they actually got a chance for her to be able to talk about her brother, how her brother was okay, because we were all kind of concerned. I think Kelly and
everybody,
Taylor Swift. So her going home was okay.
Yeah,
was okay.
super sweet. Yeah,
it was okay. So we moved on to Team Legend, and we had Max and Katie. Listen. This was also another one of my favorite performances. My God, let's talk about Katie.
God.
Katie is a powerhouse, honey.
Oh, my God.
She, it's almost like, okay, y'all, listen, please do not laugh at me. I feel like she has Elton John in her throat. I just feel like he's just sitting, right here, and he's, telling her what to say. Katie has an amazing, deep, raspy, powerful voice, and she showed that so much in her performance. Singing the song Piece of My Heart, oh my God, she threw me away. Her runs were amazing. She had a lot of gut, and it was so powerful. Taylor said, is it okay for me to say that she's pausing? She definitely said that. So what do you think?
I love them both so much. Honestly, I was like, John, why are you pairing them together? But his team is so strong.
Listen, John knows he has a strong team, so I guess his strategy is if I put the best people together, they'll just eliminate themselves.
I guess, yeah. That makes sense. Well, with Katie, she had amazing stage presence.
Right.
Not to mention her voice is so powerful, amazing range. She even had a growl, she had a growl in there. She did.
It was like,
yeah, it was so good. She just has so much character, and I want to keep watching her. I love her so much. Then you had Max, which I loved his song choice. It was so gentle but controlled. It was, I don't know, there was so much feeling in the song. You really connect to it, which is important for me. And I don't know, it was sweet, simple, but powerful. And what I loved about this knockout was that they were both powerful, but they were powerful in different ways.
They were. Yeah. And that Max song was When the Party's Over. That is one of my favorite songs.
It was so good. Yeah,
and I don't know if you've ever heard it, but the way that Billy sings that song, it's just so it just pulls you in, and I feel like he did a great job. Again, powerful is not always perfection, but again, Katie actually wins and goes on. However, this is the epic steal. Because I'm like, who's going to steal him? Because I know personally, me, if I was a judge, I'd be like, Max, come on to this side.
He was like walking off the stage, and I'm like, what? No steal?
And this is when Kelly and
Gwen.
Kelly and Gwen. Yeah. But Max chooses Kelly. And I think that he chooses her because of what she said. Like, I feel like she told him that she felt like he was amazing, and she spoke a lot more to his tone and just what he needed to hear in order for him to feel like he was doing a great job.
Well, it was interesting because Kelly was blocked to get both of these people. So it just made sense for her to get one of them because she couldn't get them initially in the blinds. And you could just tell on Kelly's face that she wanted him more than Gwen did. Gwen was like, oh, he's good. I want him.
Listen, when Kelly wants somebody, she's going to pull on your emotions.
Fight, yeah. And you could tell in her face, like, oh my God, should I do it? Yes, boom. And she did it. It was amazing. She did. I loved it, yeah.
Well, so here's the thing. Now we move into episode 12 the next day. Which is today, and we have Team John to start off with. Listen, we have James and Kalia. James and Kalia, oh my God. Kalia, her voice. I think I said, and it's funny because we were actually watching it together. I said she sounds like Whitney Houston.
Yeah, you did say that.
Right? Like, oh my God. I mean, she literally sung that song by Celine Dion, Because You Love Me. She sung that song with so much passion and fire. And she talked about how she chose it because of her mother, who died when she was at the age of 15. And I can literally hear the emotion, which is interesting because John said that he felt like, she doesn't really attach a lot of emotions. Like, she's very guarded, but I don't know. I have to disagree. What do you think?
Yeah. Kalia, I mean, she just has such a strong and such a pure voice.
Right.
True star. And with James, he had a sweet voice. He's pleasant to listen to, but he didn't blow me away.
Right.
So I wasn't surprised that there was no steal for him and that Kalia got it. It did make sense.
I mean, like, he definitely worked on the notes that, like, him and John went through, and I think that he did a great job. It's just, singing a song by Post Malone, it's pretty dope.
He was good. He was sweet, but not amazing,
Right. Well, we move on to Team Gwen, and we have Jesse and Kendall, which, oh my God, first of all.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the performance, but
God.
I hate to say it. I just knew Kendall was going to win because Kendall is, again, that's another, they have so many powerhouses this season. It's amazing, but Kendall did such an amazing job. She sung the song Elastic Heart by Sia, and she talked about which I love how the voice is kind of using the stories behind the songs. But she talked about how her parents went through a divorce and she had a very strong, deep sense of abandonment, and how this song was reminding her of how she picked herself back up again. And man, when I tell you, I literally felt her story in this song and how she sung it so passionately. And again, like, they were really talking about how she can kind of fall into the way of possibly even being used as someone where, like, her voice, like, she can easily possibly end up sounding like another, the same artist, which is Sia, which I don't think she sounds like Sia at all. But, they said that would probably be her only challenge. But again, I feel like Kendall did good. Jessie was great, but what do you think?
You know, I loved Kendall. She had such a unique voice, crazy cool texture.
Right.
I don't even know how else to describe it. It was just amazing. Right. And then you had Jesse, who, had great stage presence. He had a really good, chill beginning that was very controlled. But it kind of felt stagnant to me. It didn't do anything. It's like he didn't really sing the song.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
I felt like he lost himself somewhere, and then when he did, he just kind of like went away.
Not a good song choice, honestly.
No.
It didn't do anything for him.
Not at all. But last but not least, we had Team Blake with Joanna and Ricky.
Oh my God!
First of all, I feel like Joanna blew this song away.
She did. She was amazing. I love her. California Dreamin'. I was like, I didn't know that song could sound so good.
I know, because like she started off kind of like small, and then she kind of grew. It was amazing for me.
Yeah.
Ricky, I like Ricky, but I don't think that Ricky did a better job than Joanna, like personally me.
He didn't. Yeah, they were both very good.
But they really like him.
Yeah.
They like him.
I was, my jaw dropped when Blake chose Ricky.
Right.
That really shocked me just because Joanna was so good. She was so strong and she had great control. Right. She also had good stage presence. She's also only 15 years old.
Right.
I mean, Taylor Swift called her phenomenal. So I was Joanna all the way on this one, even though Ricky is also really good. He was not amazing, but it was sweet, and it was good, and he was pleasant. So I was so excited when Gwen stole her, just because now, she lost her other girl, and now she's like picking up a new girl, because Gwen's all about, having a young girl to
She is.
mentor,
listen, Gwen is she's like, ladies, it's all for the ladies. And again, I'm glad that Gwen did still join her, because I was like, are you just going to let her go? Like, all this power? No. Can't do it. Well, we finally got through all of our teams, but let's talk about some news and some gossip.
News and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Yes.
Woo! All right, guys. So Taylor Swift in 2017, there was a lawsuit for her song "Shake It Off."
Oh wow!
That was then dismissed in 2018. She was sued by the writers of a song called "Players Gonna Play."
Oh wow!
For the phrases "Players Gonna Play" and "Haters Gonna Hate." So it was dismissed, but then on Monday, a 3-judge panel from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals revived the suit and sent it back to a U.S. District Court. So she's dealing with this all over again. I think it's a little crazy for me because those are very basic, the basic words and phrases. It's nothing unique necessarily about it. So to sue her is, I don't know. It's a little crazy to me.
That songwriting thing can get really, really, really sensitive, and especially when it comes to artists and when it comes to intellectual property and just all the things that goes into making songs. You can definitely get in trouble for that.
I'm all about supporting artists, but I mean, there's a line, And second of all, John Legend is coming out with a new Christmas album within which there is a song. We all know it, Baby It's Cold Outside. He has sung this song with Kelly Clarkson. It was rewritten. So basically, John rewrote this or tweaked the lyrics with Insecure actress Natasha Rothwell to give the female more control in the song. In the song, Kelly asks what her friends will think if she stays for another drink, and Legend sings responding, "It's your body and your choice." So they were trying to adjust the song and make it more politically correct, especially after last year it was banned off the radios because of the Me Too movement. So a lot of people on social media are for it, and a lot of people are against it, saying, you know what, you don't mess with a classic, and saying the song can never be made right. Still mixed reviews on this song. Yeah.
Listen, I heard John Legend's Christmas album last year, and it was amazing, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah,
I love
me
him.
too. I'm
so
excited
amazing.
about the album, so yes.
Well, now we get into our special segment of Where Are They Now? Let's talk about Danielle Bradbery, who was the winner of season 4 on The Voice. she was not only a winner, but she was also one of the top charted iTunes, who actually a little bit before she won the song, she came out with the song on the iTunes, and it actually ended up hitting the top 10 right before she won. I mean, oh my God, this girl is absolutely amazing. She's a star. Shortly after, she did sign with a record deal with Big Machine Records, and she released her first album within the same year, called The Heart of Dixie. And back in 2017, she released her second album, which is I Don't Believe We've Met. This girl is absolutely amazing. Not to mention, she has gone on and she has released other singles, as well as being one of Top Country Star's winners. She has won several CMT awards. Not only that, she also appeared in the hit TV show Nashville, playing herself, and also appeared in the Heart of Dixie TV show as well. Now, Danielle is still killing the game. She currently is on tour with Kane Brown, the Live Forever tour, and you can catch her. You guys go to her website and catch those dates.
Good for her.
So listen, this is one person who has left The Voice, and she's killed it. Like, she won. She has an amazing career. So listen, The Voice can open up doors for you.
Yeah, good for her. She's, she's going for it.
Yes.
I love it.
Now, predictions. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What do I feel?
TV predictions.
I feel like it's going to be so much twists and turns for the knockout seasons. I feel like this is going to be the time where we're going to see who really has it or who doesn't. I don't know. It's very difficult for me to think like which team is going to go ahead, because I feel like all the judges have great people on their teams. But I'm just, the people that I'm looking to see greatness from is Kalia, Katie. I'm looking to see Kendall. I think I'm kind of going for like more personal people, just to kind of see what they're going to do than teams. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited to see Joanna, Katie, Max, and there was one more. Lauren.
Yeah.
Those are the four. So Lauren, Katie, Max, Joanna. Those are the four that I definitely think are going to move way ahead in regards to the people we saw in the last 2 days. I think that Lauren is going to be the reason Blake stays in the game. And he's the one, he took her from, so he stole her. But I do think John is going to win the Voice.
Listen,
in the end.
She said the prediction is out, guys. Team Legend is going to win, but we'll know more next week. For the next time for our show. We did miss our girl Rachel, but she will be back here next week along with myself and the beautiful Shiksha. Shiksha, where can we find you on social media?
You guys can find me on all social media platforms at I Am Bolly Girl. That's IAMBOLLYGIRL. You can also find me on after shows for Orphan Black: The Next Chapter, The Flash, Good Place, and Legacies, and Bollywood Beat. So yes.
Awesome. Well, you can catch me, Miss Neema Skye, on all social media platforms at Neema Skye, and we will see you next week.
Yes. Woo! Thanks,
Our
guys.
founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.